lost, little one. Oh, dear. I didn't mean to surprise you, little one. I do forget to make sounds when I move sometimes. That is my fault entirely. I haven't seen a human in quite some time, so I have lost some of my manners. I'm surprised you recognized me, little one. But yes, Gaia is a name that I frequently go by. Mother Nature is one most commonly used, and Mother Nature is the one most commonly used in the current era, though, I believe. Please do not stand on such ceremony. I am a god, yes, but you needn't act like I'm a stranger. I am around you always, and have been watching over humanity since humanity was born. There is no reason to be so formal. Perhaps instead you can tell me what brought you to my garden. Oh, darling. Humans can't just end up in my garden from wandering around in the forest. That's not how this works. I did say that you were lost. Very good, little one. Because you are lost. I do not mean physically. I shall explain. But first, why don't you come sit with me? I do not bite, little one. There we go. Now isn't that better? As for what I meant, darling, well, put rather simply, the only way a human like you could wander into my garden is if you are lost and need answers and comfort that only I can provide. Now you're getting it. Yes, I mean that you are lost in a more spiritual sense. You are hurting and being crushed under the weight of your own guilt and your worry. And while it comes from a place of good intent, it is something you do not need to bear. So let me help ease it for you. Care to tell me what's bothering you so? Yes, I do know what it is. But it is better for you to articulate it. Give the clarity for the both of us and explain it to me. Hmm. Hmm. I see. And I agree with you. Oh, yes, I do agree. And you should be struggling. Well, put simply, a single human shoulder is not meant to hold up the entire weight of the world. Even Atlas struggles, and he is far mightier than one little soul. A question for a different time, little one. It matters not who is real and what myths are true. We are here to ease your burdens, ones that I'm sad to know are quite commonly placed on the shoulders of others and oneself. Oh, yes, dear. You're not alone in the burden of what humans are calling climate change, I believe. The burden of taking care of all of the world's nature, and by extension me. Darling, this is just a form that you can see for the ease of speaking to you, and for your understanding. My true form is too much for you as a human to understand. That is why you have the veils that you have in place. I am both a being unto myself, and I am all of Earth's nature, which makes me uniquely qualified to take this burden from you, I think. Now, what is it specifically that worries you about your climate change? That is true. You can't do anything about it. Oh, little one, please don't look so disheartened. I do not mean that to discourage you or make you feel worse. Put simply, my nature is too large for you as one little human to hold me up all on your lonesome. But quite frankly, in this form you see me in right now, I am quite tall and large, am I not? Don't be bashful. I am in no ways insecure about myself or this form. And put quite bluntly, I am well and above taller and larger than any human you have ever or will ever see. So, if I were to ask you to hold me up over your small little head and hold me there for an extended period of time, could you? While I appreciate you saying that you would try for me, I did not ask you if you could try. I asked if you could succeed. Exactly. And the same is true for the burdens you've placed on your own shoulders. Quite frankly, the lofty goals set upon the shoulders of all humanity by those humans that believe that they must do it, they are unattainable, and only see fit to make it worse for humanity and for me. Oh, I do adore humans. You never cease to amaze and amuse me. And you all are so awfully cute. There is so much pride and confidence in your species, but you're like little puppies who haven't grown into your paws and head yet and struggle to know what to do with them. Well, simply put, your pride as a species has made you a touch arrogant. Oh, please don't think I mean that in a bad way. Not exactly. Your species is still very young. It is understandable that you're having some growing pains figuring out how to use that which you are talented at. And it is cute that you, as a species, think you can damage me. Humans have made claims that I cannot repair what is done by human hand, that I cannot reverse it, and will forever be scarred by it. And you do so even as you witness the destruction that I can wrought in just a storm, or a tornado, or an earthquake. Take witness to the abandoned buildings that have been left vacant for no more than a decade, and see how I have almost completely reclaimed it in an amount of time that humans, even with their mortal lifespans, don't even consider. Have you ever considered the natural landmarks you seek to protect and preserve? And consider how they got there in the first place. I create the vast Grand Canyon that is proof of more destruction to the land than you humans could ever hope to replicate. You see the grand waterfalls that you call Niagara Falls, and the power that it holds simply by existing, and the Sahara that existed long before your modern age of gas-powered vehicles. You see all of which I am capable of, and you still think not only that you could do such damage that I could not repair, but also that I do not choose to let you live. When we gods stepped away to give you humans the free will you have all earned. That free will that sets you apart from the animals. I do not think I considered just how much I would miss being able to talk to you directly. To show you my powers and to make you realize, my dear, darling, wonderful children, that you cannot hurt me. All of humankind would be eradicated before you could ever do lasting damage to me. And it would have nothing to do with me stepping in. But that is also a weight you bear on your shoulders, isn't it? You worry for the fate of humanity if the world continues the way it is, and you are trying, endearingly, but fruitlessly, to change it by yourself. I do not disagree that humanity should strive to make a better and cleaner world. But they should not do it for me. Cleaning up your room, so to speak, not because it will damage the integrity of the structure of the house, but because it is not a pleasant situation to live in. Oh, I do not mean to make it sound as though you should take this burden onto your own shoulders. You take too much on as a singular person, little one. And while I applaud you for doing what you can and striving to make the world cleaner and more beautiful, the greater burden of the health of nature and this world is mine to bear. And I wish you to give it back to me. It is not yours. Oh, not at all. That does not at all mean to stop helping. Doesn't mean to stop planting trees or growing food, picking up where you can, and doing your best to help make the environment in which you live a better place. But do not weigh yourself down with the weight of the health of the world. That does the opposite of what you intend. Oh, yes, very much so. I think humans are still blind to the things that they can give to the world, that no animal or non-sentient being can give. Something that can do better for the world and that you can give to me and your fellow man. Love. Love is as tangible and as invisible as the wind, but equally as strong. While the water and the waves create the wind, it is humans that create love, and we are sorely lacking in it. Oh, no, darling. Well, perhaps there is more fighting and anger than I'd like. It is not your responsibility to change your fellow humans either. And love for each other is not what humans are lacking right now. Humans have much love for each other, even if it's not always easy to see. No. What they're lacking right now, and what is obscuring the love that they may have for each other, is what I wish for you to work on yourself. That which will help me more than anything, and will make the environment around you better. What I wish for you to take away from this exchange is a desperate need to give love to yourself. I am being quite serious. Humans have a desperate lack of love for themselves, only able to substitute it with the love and acceptance they find from others. It is vitally important. Much like a drop of a rock in a pond will radiate out in ripples and eventually become waves that create the wind, that carry the seeds in the rain and result in a tree. By healing your heart with love for yourself, you can build and spread that love out further than you think possible, and affect more than you will ever know. Simple. You start by forgiving yourself. Hatred is like salt in the garden. Everything withers and refuses to bloom while it saturates the soil. Do you know how to most effectively get rid of salt in the garden? You flood the garden. You fill it with water to wash away and dilute the salt. So, fill your garden with love, kindness, and forgiveness. It is your garden, so you will have to fill it with love for yourself. And you will find that some of that love spills over and waters your neighbor's garden. Now, it might take a while to fix it, and you may continue to find issues down the line. But know that you will be able to handle it when you get there. First, start with forgiveness. Then, you take that pack off your shoulders, those responsibilities that you've collected over the years, and you take a serious look at them. I think you'll find that you've been holding on to things that do not need to be your burden to carry anymore, much like the overall health of the earth. That is mine to carry, not yours. After that, no, I'm afraid I cannot tell you. To go any further would be to meddle as a god and strip you of the free will we gods have worked so hard to give you. Oh, but don't look so troubled. You will figure out where you need to go when you get there. I have faith in you, little one. Now, do you feel a little better? Though, perhaps with a few more questions for you to ponder. Good. I'm glad. Then I think your time here has come to an end. Oh, don't look so sad. While I very much hope we will not need this direct talk again, that you do not find yourself so lost and burdened again by the weight of the world, I will still be around you. Every day and always. I am nature. And if you look for them, I will give you signs to let you know that I am still here, and I am still watching out for all of my children, including my adopted children, the humans. Now stand and walk back the way you came. You will find your way home without much trouble now. Oh, goodness. You are delightfully adorable. You needn't thank me. I will always look out for you and your kind. But I do very much appreciate the hug. Now, off with you. You have a life that you need to start enjoying guiltlessly and putting love back out into the world. Oh, and one more thing, little one. Don't forget, little soul, that this life that you live as a human is meant for growth, learning, and lessons. But your only real job is to live your life to its fullest, whatever that means for you. Go now.